Yo, what's good, boys? Welcome back to, I guess, a trade recap. I had an insane week. I caught out over 34 points on gold in the Discord this week. Absolutely insane, bro. Like, one of my best weeks ever. So many people passed on accounts, got payouts, bro. I'm super, super, super hype. Big thing, I posted a TikTok about this too, was really people, you have to stop, and I don't want to call you people, that's my bad, but you really should stop focusing on your process. Let me walk you through what you're probably going through right now. Okay, so you have a strategy, whatever you're trading, doing all that, that's fine. But you're really focusing on the consistency from trade to trade to trade, where you're basically just doing a process, you're doing your due diligence, you're finding a good strategy, you're taking the trades correctly, you're doing everything right, and then you're exiting those trades. You finally find a setup that you like, that you believe in, that you take, and it works out. But at that point, you're really just trying to, okay, move on from then. Now let's repeat the process over again, where I'm doing all this deep dive, trying to find the perfect trade over and over and over again. And it's a lot. It's so hard to do that consistently. You know how hard it is to just go into the side of the stock market, especially when you're trading short term, especially on indexes, and just continuously take A plus banger setups over and over and over again. So instead of doing that, what you should be doing, well, of course, I think that's important to do that, but on the other side of it is you should be taking advantage of putting yourself in those positions. For example, I dropped a video a couple of days ago talking about my overnight strategy, things I like to do on that basis. Really taking advantage of getting in at good times and letting the trades roll out. Once again, let me put this in perspective for you. Once you do find an A plus setup, for the most part, people will take the trade, they'll exit the trade, and they'll move on and try and do the process again. When in reality, when you are finding those A plus setups, for the most part, you can still get something out of it. So the biggest trade that I took was on Monday. I actually took a banger trade. I think I caught 17 points overnight, really set my week off correct, all because I got into a trade, and we'll get into it in a second. Got into a trade, set my stop loss, went to bed, and woke up to a fat bag. So there's so many moving parts and there's so many things. I mean, this was the first trade, actually the last trade we took of the week. Again, I alerted all these in the Discord. If you want, check below. I might do a, fuck it. So Discord sale only for the YouTube. I'm gonna put a little code up. This just, you got 3 days, right? And then it's gonna expire. Okay, but boom. We started off with this trade. This was on Friday. No, this was Thursday night. We were looking for a trade on gold, of course. Kind of a botch. I had to go on the Discord channel. But this was the trade recap. Originally like shorts, but ended up watching on the 15-minute, rejecting off of the hourly's previous low. Once I saw an initial buy up, I then waited for some consolidation, followed by a retest of the EMA. The candle itself wasn't extremely bullish, but in that scenario, I really leaned on my intuition and believed that this was going to continue up, and simply targeted the high. That was the previous high, but with a stop loss at the low of the most current rejection, and you already know what happened. So bang. So this was the entry on the 15-minute. Let me bring this down a little bit. You guys know I don't just trade supply and demand, but sometimes I will just use it as a confluence. In this scenario, we saw gold was actually consolidating at this point after a pretty big drop, and I was bearish, but short term I was open to taking a quick long entry. We actually came down on this on the 15-minute. You guys see we held this supply zone, and my favorite thing about when I am trading supply and demand is when we actually break underneath it and buy back up. Confirming buyers in this area obviously saw our break back above, our retest, our break back up. Shadow supply in a nutshell. Jumped in right there at that kind of close. Stop loss at this low. Ran a 1-to-1 pretty much off of this high. Targeted this high, and we weren't really down on this trade ever. But so really good trade to end the week. This was Thursday night, and I just said in the Discord, bro, we're up 30 points. I'm not taking another trade. I'm not alerting another trade. So originally, what happens is I sent this tweet out earlier today. Red day today, not the first one. Whatever. By the way, follow me on Twitter. I drop all my recaps, a bunch of info, all that fun stuff. But I actually was down on the day prior because the night before I actually took a big loss, and we were down around 6 points in the day, which wasn't good, but I actually came back in the morning, took another loss, and then actually caught 2 more dubs, alerted both of them, of course, and we actually ended the day positive, I think, 2 points, which was huge. We really battled against the grain. This was the only 2 losses I took during the week. Came right back in the same day. I was open to 1 more trade. I took the second trade, got stopped out, took the third trade, hit TP, and was like, all right, we're either going to take 1 more, we're going to get stopped out, we're going to end the day again down 2 trades, or we're going to get this and get back up to break even. And that's exactly what I did. And I just, oh my gosh, bro, it was so close. And these were both just 2-minute EMA retracements. You guys know that's one of my favorite styles, to trade on the shorter time frames on the 1 and the 2-minute, just watching price push up on the 2-minute, retrace back to the EMA, show me some sort of buys off of it. We jumped right in at those candle closes you guys see on the 1-minute. You see we kind of sold off, then came back up. That just shows you, again, we kind of bought up there. Same thing here on the 1-minute. You guys see buying down, buying down. We bought up, jumped into that candle close, and we hit TP again off of that, bro. Just super, super, super impressive on mine. Super happy that we didn't have a red day at all this week. This was another trade that I took, up 20 points on gold already. Second trade, a clean 3.5 point move while the market slept. If you're still guessing on gold, you're behind. But big takeaway this too, the dollar really has helped me out a lot this week looking at everything. So seeing we have this consolidation, you guys, super easy to tell in the shorter time frames. I believe this was the 2 minute. Not only are we underneath the EMA, but look at all the wicks that we're having. We're seeing a lot of selling wicks coming in. Obviously, we made this initial one, then just sold, reject, 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 reject. Once we closed underneath the low, jumped in shorts, we hit 3.5 points. Pretty much instantly, and that shit kept dumping. So easy super trade again. We jumped in, 3.5 point SL, called that on the Discord. Bang, 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 bang. This was the big trade of the week, man. This was 17 points that we caught overnight. Tried longs at 360.07. Basically, what I was looking for here was trying to get up on the trade and just go to bed, and that's exactly what happened. So what I ended up doing was I got in a trade. We saw, and I made a video about it already. If you want to go back and look at my gold overnight trading strategy, this is the trade that I was talking about. But just a quick little breakdown, all we were doing was we were looking for a trade on the higher time frames. I was looking at the dollar on the 4-hour, and I noticed that it was bearish, and I noticed the 4-hour on gold was bullish. If you guys don't know, gold and the dollar inverse each other pretty much. So once I saw that gold was bearish, or gold was bullish and the dollar was bearish, I saw an opportunity for us to continue up, and that's exactly what we did. I went on the hourly, confirmed it, went on the 15-minute, got an entry, jumped in, had a 5-point SL, and I just went to bed, woke up to $15,000, $14,000 in profit, whatever, 12,000, which was super, super, super cool. Big thanks to Alpha Futures. No activation fee, best rules in the game. Code Steph, 20% off. But yeah, man, expectations, not really, don't expect me to have 30 points again this week, but I want to keep this momentum going, keep taking good trades, keep being confident. And again, once we get to the point where we're starting to see some results again, we're just going to continue, keep pushing forward. And, I know I got this. This is the bar. This is nothing crazy for me. I can't act and treat this like an anomaly. I have to treat this like, this is my job. This is what I do. I deserve this. I earn this, so don't get too high up on your high horse, but, just this is what I do, man. Like, I'm locked in. Make sure to join the Discord if you haven't already. I'm alerting huge banger dubs all the time. I alert every trade that I take. And yeah, man, just enjoy yourself this week, man. Let's just keep the momentum going, keep pushing forward. I know you got this, and I'm sure you're seeing some progress. But just got to stay happy and stay consistent.